Watch Dogs Legion is just a few weeks away, and we got hands-on time with the best looking and most polished version of the game. No, really. The game has come a long way since I played it back at E3 2019, and it not only looks amazing, it is shaping up to be an extremely fun ride. The magic of Watch Dogs Legion is how it ties everything together. The fantastic infinite roster of characters and their skills, and the superb open world that benefits from these quirky characters and their skills too.
Sorry, what?
Look, I'll explain. I used to do research for this pharmaceutical lab. That is until my boss stole my work and sold it to the Albion. Now I hear my work's being used in tests at some military facility. Top secret, you know. That's not right.
Not to mention the missions, which we'll get into later. For every rough edge, there seems to be something to make up for it. For every awkward conversation, there's a cool side objective tied to it that forces you to forget about the awkwardness. Of course, this is a Ubisoft game, so expect the streets of London to deliver dozens of things to see and do. If it's getting drunk and attempting to play a round of darts, or picking up and delivering parcels. We don't think there's going to be any shortage of activities here. Watch Dogs Legion takes a new approach to things this time around. While you play as multiple characters as part of the Resistance DedSec, there's also a rival hacking group called 0 Day, which caused havoc in the city of London, and you have been blamed for it. This means much of the early missions that we played revolved around finding out what happened and who caused the city bombings, which framed DedSec. This gave us enough time to test out a few of the different characters and their classes.
London for their own gain.
Anyone here been in beef with Albion? No, they got the whole city in a stranglehold and they know it.
And Clan Kelly too. The gangsters have taken over the streets and they're getting worse.
Fair, but remember that this 0 Day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
It also means that the character we recruited went with us on missions. There's a good and a bad to this. The good, each mission is unique, and the class and character you play as has its own approach that he or she can take. This opens up new ways to get into buildings, hack items, and deal with enemies too. Be it soaring around a factory on a hover crane or controlling a robot spider as it climbs through vents and smaller nooks and crannies. The bad, characters are hard to invest in. They lack the depth of a fully fleshed out main protagonist. It also means that they are in the spotlight during cinematics, and often the voice acting and animations can be a little rough around the edges.
Video logs. You went after Bloody Mary all by yourself. Very impressive.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're DedSec, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
I wish I could say we did. A friend of ours disappeared from the EPC. The trail led here.
With that being said, it is an entirely new approach to things, which is refreshing to say the least. Often, possible recruits can give you a little backstory into their lives, in addition to a side mission to complete that helps them. This adds detail to the dozen of copy-paste recruits you may come into contact with throughout the game. Best of all, you're not tied into playing a specific way, and if you get bored, you can easily kill off your character and just carry on with someone new. Just don't expect every recruit in Watch Dogs Legion to be an A-class British actor. However, from our time with the game, they are pretty fun to get to know beyond the occasional awkward voice lines.
Can't believe I made it out of that one.
Look, hey, I get it. You can think whatever you like about taking on the whole criminal underbelly thing by yourself, but to me, it's straight up reckless. You're fucking lucky you're not already dead, mate.
Honestly, the first time I did this, I was terribly pixelated. Not sure why I did it.
When it comes to recruits, Ubisoft has no doubt worked hard to ensure the system feels different across each character. Recruits are divided into various classes, each with their own skill sets. A beekeeper can summon a swarm of deadly robot bees to attack and distract enemies. The infiltrator uses a spider bot to get into buildings, climb walls, and face-hug enemies while dealing a powerful electric charge. It was easily our favourite. The spider bot feels great to control, there are so many hidden areas to explore with it, and even jumping across mini platforming areas was a load of fun. Yes, even though it's not technically a spider because it only has 6 legs, we'll let it pass. It seems Ubisoft wants you to invest in your recruits and their classes and experiment using different ones for different missions. Thankfully, this system works extremely well. Of course, a Watch Dogs game is all about technology and hacking, and Legion is no different. The future city of London is packed with cool tech to control, be it a window washing machine, remotely taking over a plane to change its flight course, or simply hacking a CTOS comm to free up control and take over a borough. Just like Watch Dogs 2, Legion wants you to take over the city and improve your reputation at the same time. Ubisoft made sure there were a dozen ways to do this, and taking control of a portion of an open world map is what we love doing in Ubisoft games. There's still so much to discover when it comes to Watch Dogs Legion, and we can't wait to dive into the full game. It has come a long way since we played it. It looks better, the skills feel great, and London is a living and breathing hackable city that we can't wait to sink our teeth into. Do the characters feel quirky, shallow and out of place? Sometimes. It's going to be hard to invest into these recruits, especially after we all cried our eyes out in Watch Dogs 2 after you know who died. Our biggest concern is the lack of player and character relationship in Legion. However, so far the gameplay is good enough to keep you distracted, so perhaps it won't be an issue. If you're looking for great gameplay, Legion has it. If you're looking for a main character that you can spend a month with and invest in, Legion does not have it, and that's okay too.
Out of them. Let's just get them out. They've suffered enough, don't you think?
The control console will open all the cells and turn on the lights. That should allow the detainees to escape.
Watch Dogs Legion is set to release on the 29th of October 2020 for PS4, Xbox One and PC. Let us know what you guys think about the game in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing for more content just like this. And until next time, farewell.